distinguished Mr. Supatai Pakdi, Mr. Pascolami, and Madam Patricia Francis, Minister Yi Xiaojun, and Vice Chairman Wang Jinzhen. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today we have here the 2010 World Expo Development Forum here in Chongqing, which is a city in Western China. It's our great honor. And Chongqing Municipality warmly welcomes all the distinguished guests present here today. After the new round of the international financial crisis, and the international economy is recovering in the context of economic globalization, and all countries are closely connected, even more closely connected. We are discussing and finding some new opportunities to find some new paths for economic recovery and trading development. And the Chinese government now is also making efforts toward that goal. Chongqing is one of the 5 central cities in China. Also now is making efforts to become the economic center in upper reaches of the Yangtze River, the growth engine for Western China. Now, according to the scientific development outlook put forward by the central government, we will make full use of the opportunities from the new round of Western development and change our growth pattern and push forward economic development in a very sound manner. During the past 3 years, our economic growth rate is kept over 15%. And the first half of this year, the growth rate has reached 17%. We have confidence in the coming 5 years, we can keep this momentum of economic growth. And in the context of international financial crisis, now, according to the requirements from the central government, that is to expand the domestic demand, we have a proactive fiscal policy and monetary policy. We will stimulate the domestic demand. For example, fixed assets investment in Chongqing in recent years, the growth rate is over 30%, and this year, the total fixed assets investment will reach about $100 billion US dollars. Mainly goes to the areas, for example, how to improve the function, improve people's livelihoods, the key industries, and environmental protection. And also, we will change our pattern of economic growth. We expand our efforts to expand the domestic demand, and we focus on, for example, the household registration system. And in the coming 2 years, about 3 million rural population that will become city residents. And in future, each year we have a plan that means about 700 rural people will become citizens in the urban areas. So then the urbanization rate will reach about 65%. This will greatly stimulate the consumption of the rural population in the cities. That's about several hundred billions each year. And also the low-income residents can enjoy the low rental houses provided by the government. About 2 million low-income people can enjoy the public low rental houses. To some extent, this can help us to stimulate domestic demand. In the rural areas, we also reform the forest ownership and distribution system. Hope that in the western and east rural parts, all the rural people, they can increase their income by at least 10,000 1 year. In that manner, we hope that we can help people to increase income and improve people's livelihoods. And hope that the increase rate will about double digits. And the retail consumption will increase each year by 20%. And in recent years, the industrial output value each year increased over 25% in the coming years. And we can still have confidence that we can keep this momentum in the process of industrialization. We proactively cooperate with multinationals introducing technologies management and have already built a modern industrial system. For example, Ford, HP, Cisco, and BP, and Suez Water, many multinationals now are enjoying business success here in Chongqing and become the major player in Chongqing's economic development. We also try to make Chongqing open in an economy. and make it a platform for the new round of opening up and reform. We have established the two-river zone with the total land area of about 1,200 square kilometers. And we have the bonded zone in Chuntan and the Xiyong microelectronic development zone. So we try to attract foreign investment in all-round manner. In the recent years, we have increased the foreign direct investment by 6 times. And this year, the total foreign direct investment will reach about 6 billion US dollars. We also encourage the development of processing trade, especially in the areas of processing trade. We have changed the traditional pattern. For example, the accessory processors, manufacturers, they will scatter around the globe in many different parts, but we have a vertical system. That means the manufacturing of accessory and manufacturing of the final products will be finished in one area. So this will help us to sharpen our competitive edge, and predicted that this year and in the coming 3 years each year, Chongqing's the total trade volume will increase by 50% till 2012. It's about 50 billion US dollars, and 2015 it will reach about 100 billion US dollars. And also we'll encourage the development of major companies here in Chongqing, for example, iron and steel company and machinery and electronic company here in Chongqing. We'll encourage them to go global, to find opportunities for business in foreign countries. And all the projects have been approved by the central government. The total value has reached about 4 billion US dollars. So several years later, these projects will grow rapidly in foreign countries, for example, in Brazil, Australia, and help us to expand and increase our imports from those countries. So this will help us to build up more linkages with foreign countries. In order to enhance our contacts and linkages with the foreign countries, we are trying to diversify our channels. For example, the airport, Jiangbei International Airport, now after upgrading, we have had already the second runway and the second terminal. The handling capacity of passengers and cargo have reached about respectively 30 million people and 2 million tons. And next year, we will further upgrade the terminals and have more runways. The handling capacity will reach about 50 billion people and 1 million tons and become the international level airport. And also, through international cooperation, we have had a new intercontinental bridge. We have a runway connecting Chongqing and Xinjiang and Central Asia to Western Europe. So we have shortened the distance between China and Western Europe, and also help us reduce the logistics cost. And we can save 14 days when we transport the goods from China to Europe. Through this project, in the past, we are just at the back of opening up, but now we will become the pioneer and forefront in opening up policy and become the bridgehead in China's opening up. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to express our thanks to International Trade Center of the United Nations. Thank you to put this meeting here in Chongqing. It's a precious opportunity for us to introduce ourselves to outside the world, to let you have a better understanding of Chongqing, which is a dynamic and growing city. Now, Open Chongqing is willing to cooperate with outside the world. We welcome the investors and international friends to come here and to work together to have a harmonious and promising world. Wish this World Export Development Forum a great success, and wish all the distinguished guests and friends a nice stay here in Chongqing.